So I've been seeing a bunch of the reviews coming out for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and for the most part, it's exactly how I expected it to be. A lot of people have been praising it. It's been getting 9s and 8.7s and things of that nature. So overall, many people are agreeing that this is probably the best version of Pokemon thus far, which is not something the Pokemon community wants to hear at this moment. Now, I will not be here to make fun of the Pokemon community this time around, because I've been making them for the past couple of days now. I've been making fun of you guys for the past couple of days now. I've been playing devil's advocate. I've been saying stuff that you guys don't want to hear. And, most of them, these are actually my opinions, but I've been more focused on just going against the grain, just to see just how tolerant you guys are when it comes to difference of opinions. But, yeah. Honest to God, I've been watching these reviews. I know some reviewers are not to be trusted. IGN is one of those examples, and I've seen that the dislike ratio has been 50-50 with those guys, which is, interesting enough. I've also seen people being extremely petty online, nitpicking certain things about the game, forgetting that this game hasn't really launched yet. So a lot of you guys are playing Pokemon Sword and Shield on an emulator for the most part, without a day one patch, which obviously makes things a little bit more questionable. But besides the point, I think the most trustworthy review so far that I've seen has been from Game Explain. Game Explain went really in depth with their reviews, highlighting the positives and the negatives without taking into consideration the backlash that's going on, right? That they gave it a honest to God review, and I think even they liked it as well. Like, despite the fact that the guy who reviewed it wasn't too happy with the story elements of the game, he was praising the competitive aspect of the game and the overall quality of life changes that made the game a lot more interesting. So it's very interesting. A lot of people like it. So I feel like at this point now, what is going on is what I'm trying to say. Like, the Pokemon community that are still complaining, you guys have two choices. I've been saying this since day one. You only have two choices at this point. Put your money where your mouth is and do not purchase this game, or buy the game. That's it. Because at this point, the game is not going to change. They may have seen your backlash for this game, but it's not going to change. Maybe they might implement those backlashes in the next game, but for the most part, it's not going to change. The game is coming out in literally 2 days. You only have two choices at this point. Purchase the game and keep it moving, or don't purchase the game and still keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, the people who will buy the game, they're going to be enjoying it. They're going to be having fun with it. They may drop it after a month or so, but it depends on who you are. I don't know. It's like, I feel like the backlash at this point now, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's getting ridiculous now. You guys are nitpicking left and right. I get it. There was a clip that was shown on Twitter of Skull Bunny using double kick, and bro, that should actually help me. I'm not gonna lie, that should actually help me. 2019, the animation was just not on par. Like it really wasn't. But they're keeping some classic animation. Not justifying it, but I'm just saying. They're keeping some classic animations for some reason. They didn't update them, and I don't know. That's just my thoughts and opinion on it. I kind of predicted that this game was going to do well, regardless of the backlash from the National Pokédex and all the nitpicking that you guys have been doing over the past couple of days. It hasn't affected the scores. Every outlet, every critic so far has been praising the game. Now, there is a theory that I have. This is one theory that I have why a lot of these critics have been praising the game so far, and it's probably because the game is made more approachable. So it doesn't take a lot more time to play the game. You can obviously be competitive as quickly as possible, which is interesting, which is very interesting, because we've been obviously complaining for the past couple of years now that journalists just want easier games, and they've been reviewing certain games differently just to get their, I guess, agenda. I don't know, whatever the case may be. Which is why, because Pokemon so far, I think, is scoring higher than Death Stranding. Just want to point that out there. And Death Stranding was a very polarizing game, in which people obviously liked it or disliked it. But I've noticed something as well when actually, you know what, Death Stranding is a different video. We're focusing on Pokemon right now, and I think, like I said before, either you like it and buy it, or you don't like it and move on. You have to speak with your wallet. That's the one thing I keep saying. Speak with your wallet. Don't spend your time online complaining, for the most part. It helps at certain point, but after a while, you have to make your grand decision. You either purchase the game and just say, you know what, they have what I want. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but I still want to enjoy this new installment of the Pokemon game, the first proper home console Pokemon game. Or you can be like, you can stand by your ground, have some integrity, and just say to yourself, you know what, I really do not condone the animation style. I do not condone the lack of Pokemon in the National Pokédex. I do not condone all the changes that they've made to this game. I don't feel like this is a proper representation of what Pokemon is all about, so therefore I am not going to purchase it. That is the only two options. People are still complaining, and it's only 2 days before the game's release. At this point, you guys are looking kind of childish, I have to say. I know. This is just gonna get me more dislike. Every Pokemon video that I've uploaded so far has gotten nothing but dislike, but at this point, I have to say, it's getting ridiculous. It is getting ridiculous, because at the end of the day, you guys have to remember, there's a whole team working on this game, and yeah, I mean, they're looking forward to seeing people's reaction to it. They don't want to be bombarded with hatred, because I know this can go to extreme levels, like death threats and things of that nature. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, it's literally game over. You have two choices. You can either buy the game, play it, and then move on with your life, or don't buy the game and still move on with your life. I'm just saying. Let's just put this aside for this point. Look at the reviews. Come on. The reviews have been positive. Despite the missing Pokemon, it's been positive. You guys are complaining now at this point, and it's making you guys look a little bit more ridiculous. But anyways, that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.